Hey guys, so I had told you I was going to do monthly gardening videos, and that has not happened. I think I only missed 1 month, April. I did do one in March, and a couple reasons for that, mainly because I haven't been keeping up on my videos, but also because I felt a little discouraged about my garden for a while. I felt like my expectations were too high for reality, with having a 1-year-old and just kind of forgetting how busy that stage is and everything else that goes on with life. But you know what? Sometimes you just have to be really flexible, and then when the time comes that I do have time, I am pleasantly surprised. So that's been my attitude, and it's been working so much better. I've been able to dash out in the garden and just 5-10 minutes here and there, put a few things in. I've been able to pot up plants. God's given me strength to do it late at night, which I didn't have before. I think it's because the weather is taking a turn and it's sunny out, and I just have so much more energy, so that's been super fun. But I don't know where I was going with this video. Oh, I just wanted to take you along and show you what's going on in the garden, even though it feels like mad chaos and it's raining out, which is why I'm all bundled up, but it's like the perfect day to be out here because it's cool, there's no bugs, there's just a slight drizzle. There's no wind. It's awesome. So I'm just going to show you guys quickly what I'm doing today and just kind of give you a taste of what's going on in the garden. We're going to be doing flowers and veggies this year. So in my garlic bed, which is planted really close to my house, the dogs dug up a little bit of the garlic. Not too bad, but a little bit. So I am planting snapdragons in between, and I am planting snapdragons chantilly. I have 3 colors. I'm doing the chantilly bronze, actually maybe I have 4 colors: chantilly bronze, chantilly light pink, chantilly salmon, and I believe chantilly bronze with white, but I might be wrong on that. Maybe there's only 3 colors, but regardless, I am growing these flowers. I'm not doing bouquets this year, as I mentioned before. I'm growing these mainly for the seed. So I'm hoping to get a seed crop off of these to sell. So we'll see how it goes. But the garlic is doing good. The garlic is planted right up along the house. And my idea with that is we do have contractors coming to side our house this summer. So I did not want to plant anything next to the house that they would be stomping on in August. And so the garlic will be gone by August, and so will the chantilly snapdragons because they bloom early. So that was my thinking with planting them together. The rest of the yard is just still completely a mess, so you just have to excuse the mess and just somehow see past the mess. That's what I do far too often. But anyways, let's see. I'm going to show you guys what I got going on over here. So we're still in the works of building a greenhouse, but I have a ton of cold hardy stuff out here, and like a lot. And I've even moved some of my dahlias out here. I'm going to be having to keep an eye on the weather because there's a good chance I can't keep them out here. There's a good chance I can't keep them out here for the nights, every night. So there is so much to clean up in the yard, as you guys can see. Please excuse the mess. Hopefully I'll be able to do a garden tour at the end of the summer where everything is luscious and clean and beautiful. We'll see. But look at this. I feel like a professional gardener for the first time, maybe ever. Look what my husband built me. Awesome mulch system. So he's going to put doors on all of these for me. I have 4 separate compartments. He lined them with hardware cloth, which wasn't cheap, but we're both so sick of doing everything temporary, and then it's just always just so hodgepodge and having to get fixed that we're like, oh, let's just try to do things right the first time for a change. I think that's the challenge when you're stretched in many different directions, is you have like the temptation to just go fast and kind of do things haphazard and kind of sloppily, and then it always looks bad and messy, and it's falling apart, and we're trying to get away from that, but I can't say we're perfecting that mindset, but oh well, that's fine. It's part of life. Life isn't always easy. So anyways, there's 4 compost bins. And my plan, you can see how much sawdust I have here. It's because my hubby planes boards right here under these pines often, so I have tons of sawdust. So I'm going to do 2 bins with like woody mulch, so sawdust and pine needles. And I want to use this mulch for like future blueberry plants and to put it on my fruit trees. And then I'll have 2 bins over here. And these will be for food scraps, and when I weed the garden, I just put my weeds in a bucket. It always pulls up quite a bit of soil with it. Not always, but sometimes, if I haven't weeded in a while. And so I put those clumps of soil, or say I'm making a new bed, I put those clumps of sod on top of my food scraps, and that keeps the smell down, and it just creates some really nice, rich topsoil. So as you can see, I haven't started filling this one up. My plan is to fill up 1 of each kind at a time, let it rest, and then fill up the next one, and that way each year hopefully I can harvest 1 bin off of each type of compost. So yeah, I feel very professional. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't, but I feel pretty fancy with these compost bins. What do you guys think? Isn't that so fancy? Those pallets? I feel pretty fancy. Anyways, what else can I show you guys? I guess I can show you some what's going on in this tiny bed. I plan to do quite a few of these throughout the yard. I have a dream of making like more of like a Tasha Tudor type cottage garden with the flowers, and then mixing a few herbs and veggies in. And I mean, it's real life with kids and animals, and the dogs dig up my beds, the kids trample my flowers, the weeds grow. I don't get to the gardens like I think I will, but you know what, it's fine. I have fun, and so that's good enough for me. But anyways, I've been slowly trying to get some more bigger shrubs. I believe this one is a mock orange. I'm slowly trying to get bigger shrubs because I'm realizing in a flower bed, having those big background plants is what makes it look nice. If you just have a bunch of little tiny scattered plants, it doesn't really do much. It doesn't make an impact. This year when I went and trimmed back my roses, I took some cuttings, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I think this was a hydrangea. So that's not a rose, but this one is a rose. I don't know if it will take or not. So far it's not dying, but we'll see. I also did a few of these and put them in the house, in the windowsill, in a container that had some drainage. Let's see, there's another little one right here. A container that had some drainage, and the idea is that perhaps they'll root and I'll get some free plants. So that's pretty cool. The only thing you want to watch for with that is if the plant has a patent. There are a lot of plants that have been trademarked, and the patents do expire in 20 years. So it's worth looking if your favorite rose bush patent has expired. Just a little tip. What else can I show you guys? Let's go over here. This doesn't look like much yet. It's kind of on the side hill, on the side of our sauna. But my husband put a lot of aged sheep manure here for me last year. And my plan is to have him spread this out a little bit with the tractor and then get one of my boys to till it for me. And this is where I'm going to put all my dahlias and maybe some more of my seed crop flowers. So I'm really excited about that. I also have to figure out fencing. So we'll see how soon I can get that in. And this right here is going to be my potager or sauna garden. Haven't decided what to call it yet. I think sauna garden. Who has a sauna garden? I want to have a sauna garden. Anyways, the idea with this fencing It looks pretty hodgepodge right now because I have the plastic on to loosen up all the weeds. But the idea with this fencing that's on two sides of this garden is that it's going to make a wall of sweet peas. So I've planted this wall, and I have so many beautiful varieties. I'm growing these for the seed. For the seed and for just for fun. I'm going to plant in here, in these open spots, a bunch of cold hardy vegetables and then perennial flowers that I've started from seed. So my thought is the perennial flowers that I've started from seed are pretty small and they'll probably grow pretty slowly, and the cold hardy vegetables should sprout up pretty quickly and I should be able to harvest those and then make more space for the perennials to continue filling in. So that's kind of my idea with this little border. I need to amend some of the soil down here on this side of this border. It's pretty bad down here. Anyways, this corner right here, I'm ending the sweet peas here, and then where the end of those red cups are, those are the rest of the sweet peas that I need to plant out. On this corner, I'm going to grow cherry tomatoes. So the main idea with this garden, it's very close to the house. I want to grow beautiful things in it that make me want to come out here and work on the garden. But I also want to grow edibles that are ones that you harvest quickly and you quickly come grab them from the kitchen while I'm cooking so that, you know, they get used. They're not a far off distant in the field, so I'm just more likely to use them up and to catch them right when they're ripe and fresh. So I'm excited about my garden plans for the year, and even though I struggled to get my seeds started on time, a lot of things are a lot smaller than I would have liked. I did manage to plant most of the things that I had hoped to, and maybe I'll try to make a running list in a separate video of what all seeds I started in 2022, because there were a lot and they're super fun. It would be fun to talk about that. Anyways, okay, that's it for today. That's all for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope you enjoyed this little redneck garden tour that I took you on. Hopefully in the semi-soon future we'll have plants and maybe even, I don't know, a little more order. That'd be nice. But anyways, I hope you have a great day and we'll chat with you later. Bye-bye.